Hello and welcome to this part 7 of Postman tutorial series. In this part we are going to discuss about environments in Postman. So environment is a set of variables that you can use in your Postman request. So in any of the organization we have different environments. It can be test environments, it can be development environment, it can be production environments, and as you know each environment has the different set of values. For example, each environment will have a different URL, each environment will have a different authentication variables, it can have a different client key and client secret. So Postman gives this feature wherein you can create different environments, and within those environments you can add those variables so that you can group those variables for each and every environment. The typical use case would be, let's say if you have two environments, one for development and one for production, and we have this URL, and its base URL will always be different for both the environments. It will never be same in any of the organization. So you can keep this base URL as a part of your environment level variable, so that every request in your collection, when it will refer to this URL field, it will pick up the value from the environment in which you are currently executing that collection. So it gives you the flexibility that you can toggle between different environments without having to worry for whether you are actually using the correct data there or not. Otherwise, in absence of these environment variables, you will need to manually update the values every time you are sending those requests to those particular environments. You can also use this current value of environments to ensure that sensitive data values such as credentials are not accidentally shared. So what it means that if you accidentally pass the production level or the values of production into your QA request, then in audit or tracing logs which are there on the QA environment, one can get access to those sensitive data values that you sent accidentally in those particular requests. So to avoid such scenarios, this use of environment variables can help you with that. So we have already seen the global variables in our last video. So the approach that you can follow is that you can make use of environment level variables than the global variables, because it also gives you the control to control on the visibility of these data values in your workspace. So you can decide that which environment should be visible to which of the team or which of the team members. So having said that, now let's go to Postman and see how we can create environment variable and how we can use that. So I have opened the Postman application. If you remember, in last video we had created these two collections, collection A and collection B. Collection A has one get user request and collection B has this two get user request. And in all three requests we have one header with key as username and value as the username, which is already defined in the global variables. And if you click here, we can see that global variable defined over here. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create the environment level variable for this username, because our requirement is now changed. The requirement is that if we are running this collection in our test environment or in our QA environment, then this username should be user underscore test. And if we are running this into production environment, the username should be user underscore prod. And we are going to see how we can implement it with the use of environment variables. So before I go ahead and create the environment, I would also like to show this particular drop down. So you can see at the moment we don't have any values available over here. The reason is we haven't created any environment till now. So let's go ahead and create the environment. So we can click on this button and we can click on add. So let's name this environment. So first environment is test environment, and I'm going to create the variable over here, username, and here I'm going to give the value as user underscore test, and I'm going to save it. So now you can see in this environment drop down I have test environment available. So let me click on this environment quick look and create one more environment. So one question that you might be having is that though we have created an environment, why it says no active environment, or why that environment is not visible in this section. So at the moment it is not visible because in this drop down I have selected no environment. If I select test environment, then you can see the variable that we created for test environment is available, and we can edit the test environment. But now as I want to create new environment, I'll click on no environment and then I'll click on add. So this environment is prod environment, and here also I'll create the same variable, and value would be user underscore prod, and let me save this. So now I have both the environments available in this drop down. So let me select test environment here. So before we send or fire our request, let me go back to our get user API, and till now we have this value mapped from the global variables. So let me change it and let me map it to the environment level variable. So you can see when I enter this user, so by default it shows me two values. One is the username for which scope is environment level, and other one is the username for which scope is global level. So I'm going to select the environment level because that is what we are aiming at the moment. So before I fire the request, let me open the Postman console so that we can verify the value of header which is going. Let me minimize this window also. And let me send a request. So you can see now the username which is sent in the outgoing request is user underscore test, because we have selected test environment. Similarly, if I change it to prod environment, and if I click on again the send button, so let me open the second request. So you can see now the username has been changed to user prod. So this way, if you have the values which changes from one to other environments, so in that case you can put those values as a part of your environment variables. So depending on the environment that you have selected here, that particular value would be picked up, and that also applies when you run the collection. So in collection, whatever environment is which you have chosen, so all the environment level values would be picked up from that particular environment variables. So this was the quick overview of environments and environment level variables, and in next video we will see how we can update these variables using Postman scripts. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in next video.